Good afternoon, Dr. Kiran Talele, sir. Welcome, sir.
TB or good afternoon, sir.
We will start session within 10 minutes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Dr. Kiran Talele, warm welcome to you.
Good afternoon, sir. Very good afternoon.
Very, very good afternoon. Thank you so much.
Innovation, research, and IPR journey towards excellence.
Yes, sir. Thanks for your precious time on Sunday. Sunday afternoon, people are attending.
That's great, sir. That's really great.
Sunday afternoon, after having a big lunch, people are attending the session now. And I know that you have the knack of keeping them awake.
Let's see.
You're all great skill sets. I'm sure that people will really, really enjoy your session.
All are faculty members.
All are the faculty members from the various institutions across India. We have received 1,066 participation from 21 different states of India. Many of the participants are on the YouTube, sir.
It's parallelly on YouTube also.
Yes, it is YouTube live streaming.
Very good, very good. So I'm ready.
Yes, sir. We will start exactly at 2 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Time is precious for everyone, and we adhere with the time. Okay, team, are you ready? Dr. Shrikant, Dr. Dinesh.
Yes,
sir. Ready.
Hitesh.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we will start exactly at 2 p.m. Ensure that
Sure, sir.
speaker's introduction is available.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Today we have with us one of the most promising, eminent personalities in the world of incubation. And he has created the footprints in the incubation, IPR generation, innovation, and many more things. My words are not sufficient to introduce him. I request organizing team to officially introduce Dr. Kiran Talele, Dean Students Affair in Sardar Patel Institute of Technology. Organizing team, it's time to start.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon to one and all present here. On behalf of Bharatiya Vidya Bhavans, SPC Mumbai, and Hindi Seva Mandals, SHGB COET Bhusawal, I, Dr. Shrikant Chaudhary, co-coordinator of 5 days national level faculty development program on innovation research and IPR journey toward excellence, welcomes our eminent speaker, faculties, and participants. Now let's start our FDP's last session by introducing our speaker. I heartily welcome today's eminent speaker. Sir, it's a great pleasure for me to introduce for this session. Dr. Kiran Talele, sir, is our second speaker for today's session. Professor Kiran Talele is an associate professor in Electronics Engineering Department of Sardar Patel Institute of Technology, Mumbai, with 33 plus years experience in academics. He is a Dean of Students, Alumni and External Relations at Sardar Patel Institute of Technology, Andheri, Mumbai. He is also head of Sardar Patel Technology Business Incubator, Andheri, Mumbai. His area of research is digital signal and image processing, computer vision, machine learning, and multimedia system design. He has published 80 plus research papers at various national and international referred conferences and journals. He has published 20 patents of at Indian Patent Office. One patent is granted in 2021. He is a treasurer of IEEE Bombay section and mentor for startup incubation and intellectual asset creation. He is a recipient of PR Bapat IEEE Bombay section Outstanding Volunteer Award in 2019. Now, sir is going to spark us on topic innovation and incubation, theories and best practices. We are very happy, sir, to have you a resource person for 5 days online faculty development program. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Kiran Talele, sir, to start the session and address our participant. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you very much for this crisp introduction.
Warm welcome to Dr. Kiran Talele, sir, once again.
Thank you.
Dear participants, we are really fortunate to have such an eminent personality who can be considered as the bundle of at least 10 professors having that much amount of the zeal, that much amount of the level of motivation and the involvement and the footprints in the world of incubation. I warmly welcome my closest friend, Dr. Kiran Talele.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Santosh Sane. I'm really grateful for inviting me for this session. And I'm very happy to know that this huge success that 1,000 plus faculty members are connected to this program. So I'm also thankful to the management of Bharati Vidya Bhavan Sardar Patel College of Engineering and HSM Sri Sant Gajanand Baba College of Engineering and Technology for inviting me for this today's session. So to start with, innovation and incubation, theory and practices. So I'm going to talk about the technology, little bit about the technology, more about the entrepreneurship, idea, how to get this idea, how to convert this idea to the commercial venture, the difference between innovation and invention, incubation, intellectual property rights, how to convert this invention that happens in the laboratory to the innovation that goes to the market, the project that students do in their academic curriculum to the product development, and finally, the idea that comes in mind to market. So when we talk about the technology entrepreneurship, innovation, invention is related to the technology entrepreneurship. When we talk about the technology, actually we talk about the invention that happens in the laboratory. And the entrepreneurship means something that is innovation that goes to the market, that takes the project that happens in the research that happens in the laboratory that goes to the market. That is called innovation. So when we talk about the invention, we talk about the project, we talk about the product development, and finally our outcome is IPR creation or research paper publication. When we talk about the innovation, we talk about the business. Definitely, there are two ways to do the business. One is startup incubation, and second is technology commercialization. Many people, those who are not interested to the business, they can actually do the commercialization of their innovation, the commercialization of their startup venture, commercialization of their invention. So we call it technology commercialization. So these are the two distinguished parameters associated with invention and innovation, and in broader sense, technology and entrepreneurship. So I have been talking over the decades on this topic and telling everyone and inspiring everyone that everybody that who are doing project, convert that project to product, create IPR, Either generate your startup venture or commercialize it, or create your intellectual asset by filing the patent or copyright. So, invention. What is most important is idea. Every idea is important. Every idea has commercial angle. The only thing is we need to do certain processes. We need to decide whether that commercial idea, whether it is worth doing or not. So we need to convert this idea to the first step is to do the opportunity evaluation. We need to evaluate whether to find out whether existing idea is available in the market or not, whether it's worth developing this idea or not, whether it is worth doing this project or not. Because if the same thing is available, if there is no innovation into that, then it's a waste of time. Idea is very important. Idea comes from this part of the body, that is brain, and which is God gifted to everybody. And we are very lucky that this God gifted product is functioning and with very high efficiency. We need to just follow certain procedure and ensure that this idea that comes in our mind has market significance. This idea has market significance. The idea is not existing in reality. We need to add some value addition to that idea, and we need to find out whether this idea is worth doing or not. So we need to do opportunity evaluation. If you convert this idea into commercial venture, will that be successful? So what are the procedures to verify whether this is worth doing or not? First, we need to do the simulation. If the simulation results are appropriate, then we need to design it. Then we need to develop the prototype. Prototype for validation of your idea in practical sense. When we do this prototype development, we have to do a lot of experimentation for different environment, different parameter, different conditions. And through this experiment, we need to validate the conditions, validate our input set of parameters, validate the result that is expected, and if that is coming properly, how to validate it. We need to take the feedback from the intended recipient, intended person who is going to use this. So we need to take the feedback. We have to go back to our design again. We need to modify the design. We need to do the experimentation again. We need to validate that experimented result, and we need to take the feedback again. This is loop type of program. And then finally, what we get is our project is successfully completed. It's not that you just give the input and just get the output. This everything happens in the laboratory, and we all faculty community are mentoring this type of activity. The only thing is I just want to highlight here that what are the projects that we do. This every project, there are two types of project. One is the research oriented, which has research angle, new invention, and second is commercial angle, which is definitely to serve some purpose, to develop it something which will be useful to someone. So this opportunity evaluation is something that I did, and we definitely need to consider it when our outcome is not only to research paper, but to convert this into a successful commercial venture. When you talk about the innovation is an invention paired with a process of marketing. It is an invention that takes the laboratory work to the market. So this process is called entrepreneurship. Invention to innovation through the process called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the process that takes this invention to the market. Definitely, when we think of doing something to the market, we need to first create our property. We call it intellectual property. This intellectual property rights in the form of patents or copyright. Because to claim that this is our idea, it has to be registered at the government office. Otherwise, somebody can claim that this is their idea already patented, or they can file the patent and sue you to the court of law. And if that happens, then we'll have to do settlement, or we'll have to share the settlement in the sense we'll have to pay the charges for their development for that idea. Or we'll have to share the profit that will generate through technology commercialization or your business proposition. So it is better to file the patent. Never bother about filing the patent. I'm very sure many authors, many faculty members, they might have filed the patents. Granting of patent is very important. Only filing the patent is not sufficient. The ownership is guaranteed when the patent is granted by the government officer. So, to first step is filing the patent, or documentation part filing the copyright. That will justify that the ownership remains with us and will stop other intruders to claim that it is their invention. Commercialization or startup invention, these are the two parameters. Either you should give the licensing to someone who can use it if you don't want to start a business. Find out who can do the startup technology transfer, either at one shot by selling the entire technology or charging case-to-case basis, product-to-product basis, or year-on-year basis. So some deal has to be finalized if you don't want to go for your own startup. But this is something related to the innovation if you want to do commercialization of your invention. If you file the patent, after filing the patent, either you should start your venture or you should find out somebody who can use this developed invention. So this innovation cycle is first you have to do ideation. Ideation includes opportunity evaluation and validation and prototype development and product development. And then, secondary step is the product development, validation of your parameters and ensure that this will work in all the required conditions. Then process development, that is business process development. We want to make a proper documentation. Process development also includes IPR creation. Process development also includes documentation and copyright registration. And find out the person who can actually work on that technology. And then commercial. Many times 100% people start with the first step. 50% dropped out at the product development. Remaining 50% drops at the process development. And finally, very few successfully complete the commercialization of their technology. Commercialization is the outcome of your actual ideation and project development and product development and your research. Research outcomes should not be the filing patent. Research outcome should not be publishing the paper. Research outcome should be the commercialization of your invention. So just I want to share you one product developed, one commercial, not commercialization, but one invention developed by the students under our guidance. So just want to share with you.
An average metro.
Before I want to start, how this idea comes in mind, how to convert this idea into proper proposition, value addition, product development, how to make it commercialization, how to create the IPR, all these questions are answered with reference to this case study. Now, this is a multi-story building. We have been seeing multi-story building many times. We know that there is a water tank on the top of the building and there is another water tank at the basement, underground. So water from the municipality or BMC comes to the water tank at the underground, and from there it is pumped to the top level. And from this water tank, the water freely goes to everybody's house. This is the story. This is the common thing that we observe and existing in the reality. This idea, from this, the group of students got an idea. This idea I'm presenting to you.
Metropolitan Housing Society is 30 to 35 meters high. About 10,000 liters of water is pumped up from ground level to overhead tank. Considerably high amount of electricity is consumed for this purpose. With the increase in height of buildings, power consumed for pumping is increasing rapidly. Pico hydropower system can be used to regain this energy. Water coming down from overhead tank falls on the turbine. The turbine starts rotating with very high speed. This rotating turbine is used to drive a generator. This is the prototype of our system.
Isn't it a great idea? We approach this to many builders, including Hiranandani builder. They showed a lot of interest in installing this product unit in their building, commercial ventures. The only thing is that they said come with the final finished product and show the demonstration on this. This project is
Excellent.
sorry.
Excellent. Brilliant idea.
Yes, sir.
Maza aa gaya.
Thank you, sir.
Maza aa gaya.
So this product in fact, this is the prototype that we have developed in our college. This is not a final finished product that can be taken to the market. We need to convert this into proper finished product. And this energy that is generated can be utilized for, say, 12 foot, that's what they say, corridor. This can be extended and even better version of this product can be created. So what I'm trying to tell you here is this type of product, which we see day-to-day life, can be converted into commercial venture. So idea should not remain only in the laboratory, and it should not be only converted to the paper publication. It should should go to the market through the process of called entrepreneurship. Now, this prototype, patent is filed and patent is granted as well as. I have so many examples, but I selected one only. So we need to do opportunity evaluation. Is there really novelty? See, it is not necessary that if the product is really existing in the market, we cannot use it. The topic is invention to innovation to incubation. In the line, I'm starting from invention to innovation, and then finally I'll come to the incubation. Then I'll just talk about what are the government supports for converting this actual successful idea to the commercial venture. For that, it is not necessary that every time we have to do totally new venture. I'm repeatedly telling to the young mind that even if the product is existing, do this analysis of the product. Is there something that is lacking? If you see that mobile is a device which has been inventing from the last 20 to 25 years, and still a lot of invention is happening every year, you take any single device of mobile manufactured by any company, you'll find minimum 100 patents published on it. Why the same product is developed? We all faculty members working in the same department, same college from the long time back, and many times we talk to the students say that this project is already done, now you cannot do it. In fact, I am doing the same project for the last 5 years, a lot of value addition to the every time. So what I normally do, I'm not saying that I am the only one who is doing the best thing, but I just want to share my success and my case with you, that I do the work, I give it to the next batch, same work. I first 3 months I ask them to study this, and then I just ask them to do the modification, and that every new modification becomes the invention. So invention cannot happen overnight. Invention does not mean that everything has to be 100% new. Invention could be a partially modified, little innovation, little modification, increasing the scope, increasing the new algorithm, developing the new methodology, developing the new process, developing the new algorithm, presenting the same thing in a different way for improving the efficiency, improving the quality and speed of the development of this process. You'll find that every new device of mobile is very fast enough. The memory capacity is increasing. This is just the small example which everybody can agree with me. So novelty is not necessary that everything has to be totally new. Even if the product is existing, we can always think of what way we can modify, what way we can add some value addition to it, what way we can present it in a better way, what way we can increase the scope, what way we can increase the efficiency. So this is, I believe that this is novelty. When we talk about the novelty, when we talk about doing something better, we need to always think whether it is really feasible to do it or not. When I talk about the feasibility, feasibility in terms of practical implementation point of view feasibility, and second thing, feasibility in terms of financial feasibility. At the same time, it should not happen that we develop something with little invention but huge amount of money invested that has no market significance. This is good for publishing research paper, but not commercial angle. I'm not saying it is not good to think. There is nothing wrong in thinking, nothing wrong in experimenting, even though it is expensive. The next batch will have challenge to reduce the cost. But feasibility can be in terms of feasibility, financial feasibility, practical feasibility. Then market significance. Will that product develop? Will be accepted by the market? Will be accepted by, will that be actually useful to the human? Will be useful to the business, commercial point of view? Will that be useful for industry? So it's not necessary that every product is useful only to the human being. It can be used by the industry also. So we call it B2B model, business to business model. We develop the product for those who do the business to business model. And second is business to customer model, B2C model. We need to do this analysis if you are thinking from commercialization of your product. Design, experimentation, validation, we already discussed that only design on the paper is not sufficient. Only experimentation of that design is not sufficient. Validation is equally important. The product or the prototype should work in all the working environment. That is called validation. It should not give unexpected answer if the condition changes. So this validation is definitely required. I just want to share you two examples of product developed by our students and why they are worth sharing that I want to share with you. A group of students approached me and they said that they want to design ECG tracker. I said this product is already existing. I'm not impressed by your design. Tell me what is inventive or what is useful in your product. They said there is something called NSP Launchpad. This approach is cost effective. I say I don't agree cost effective because cost effective without considering the taxation part is meaningless. Cost effective without considering the uh, profit not important. Cost effective if you're talking about development only on the basis of manufacturing cost is not important. You need to consider the parameter. I was not impressed by. It is readily available. I said that is also not impressive to me because all products are readily available. It's not necessary that you have to manufacture in India. You can order it online. But I did not discourage them. I said you develop the prototype. The first version of their product came out, and this was of this size. Well, it's really a joke from to consider that the CG tracker of this much of size on the patient body doesn't look good, cannot be accepted. I said, this is not acceptable to me. You have to reduce the size. Now we started discussing how to reduce this. To reduce the size means most importantly, reduce the battery. To reduce the battery means to reduce the power consumption required for to drive this model for at least for 12 hours. So power consumption has to be reduced. To reduce the power consumption, that means you have to reduce all the hardware components required to design this. That means we have to reduce the size of the product. We have to reduce the size of the component. We have to reduce the number of the component, and we have to make it portable. So finally, after 6 months of hard work, they come out with this product. So small in size. This is developed by 3D printer. It is portable ECG tracker. This is the PCB. They reduce its size. Everything they reduce. Power consumption reduced by reducing the track size also. They use double-sided PCB. They reduce the number of components. They reduce the size of the battery. And finally, this version of came out. So the features of this what is a small in size, light in weight. It maintains the past record of the patient. The software implemented was so sophisticated. You can choose the doctor online. I mean, your choice. You have to feed the data and you have to choose the doctor. You can have multiple doctors in your database. You can choose the doctor, and doctor can analyze the ECG offline and can inform the patient periodically. So that was the product. They presented this in IICDC supported by Texas Instrument and Department of Science and Technology competition. They were second runner-up, and they got a product development fund of rupees 5 lakh rupees out of 30 projects selected in the entire India in 2007. After that, they participated in other competition. They got first prize in IoT competition. They lost 1.5 lakh, and they started presenting their case many competitions, and they made good amount of money. But finally, they could not succeed to the market. But I suggested them to go to the technology commercialization. They filed the patent. They filed 3 patents on different inventions that they carried out. There's another project that adopted low-cost prosthetic knee. Cost-effective knee was electrically actuated bionic knee. This was not only mechanical product. This is electromechanical product. So the challenge that they faced was knee design because the size of the knee varies from person to person. So it was the product adaptable knee design. It should adapt for everyone, and that was the important feature of their invention. The weight and side management was very important as usual. Battery size also very important because this was electric actuated bionic knee. It was not only mechanical device. They designed it. They converted this venture into a project into product. They developed mathematical model that actually adapts to the user instead of the user adapting to the prosthetic. All the existing models, user has to adapt to the model. This is something in reverse engineering that This model modified itself so that it will adapt to the user's style of working and the physics of the user. They presented this in similar competition in 2018. They were semi-final winner. They were one of the 30 finalists. They got 5 lakh rupees as I shared earlier project in 2017. They presented this in second round where 10 finalists were selected by Department of Science and Technology in the same competition. This time they got 20 lakh rupees for product development and they were incubated in IIM Bangalore. This is the team. But this happens in 2019. They worked there for 1 year and 2020 there was a problem and their team was broken. And finally they are working in the stream. They also have filed 4 patents on different designs. This product definitely can be commercialized. Either they can start their own venture or they can commercialize it someone who can take it, they can do it. This is some sort of encouragement for the young generation, next generation, that every project has potential to convert this into commercial venture, to create this IPR. So when we talk about innovation, the process involves to convert this into IPR creation. IPR creation can be done in 2 steps. First step is a patent filing, idea generation. Whenever you get an idea, for IPR patent filing, project experimentation not required, implementation not required. Simple idea can be patented. Simple idea on the paper can be patented, and that patent can be valid for 1 year. Within 1 year, we have to convert this into proper implementation, and then we can convert this into final patent. So idea can also be patented. The validation is only for 1 year. But if you develop it and if you make a proper product, if you make a proper prototype, then the final version of the patent can be published. The ownership remains with you if the patent is granted. And as I told you earlier, the next step is to product development. What is that product is, either hardware or software or combination. And then startup venture creation or technology transfer to someone who is interested to take it further. When we talk about the IPR creation, the IPR is in the form of either patent or copyright, design of patent, trademark, geometric indication. Geometric indication, basically, we'll discuss it little later, but it is not important for us. Patent, copyright, design, and trademark. Intellectual asset creation. So whenever we do technology invention, we have to define the patent strategy. We need to first verify whether the existing patent is published or not. Patent need not be published only in Indian market, Indian office. If patent is published in USA or any other country, no matter if the patent is published in English language or Chinese language or Japanese language, the same patent cannot be published. It has to be unique patent. It cannot be duplicated patent. It shouldn't have been published anywhere in any country. So that strategy has to be defined. So patent search is very important. That is called artworks. So we need to first verify whether the patent is already published or not. Prior art search. It is called prior art search. Patent is an art. Writing patent, drafting patent, publishing patent, this is called an art. If that art is already published, that is called prior art. If the prior art is existing, if the patent is published, then cannot be published, the patent will get rejected and whole exercise will be wasted, will become waste. So this patent, first we need to check whether existing patent is whether your idea is patented or not. Now the question comes in mind, if the patent is published in Japanese language, how can we check it? So we need to go to the patent attorney. They have license available to verify whether the patent is published in the world or not. And they can help you to find out whether it's worth filing that patent or not. Second is trademark, copyright. I'll explain you one by one. Patent will protect the process of making the drink. Patent will protect the technology that is developed. The patent will protect this underlying technology, underlying invention. You take any example of product, you'll always find that there is a technology that is involved. So we can file the patent. The specific design of the bottle, that is called outlook of the bottle, the shape of the bottle is not patenting. It is called industrial design. It is protected under industrial design. You cannot have duplicated design because the ownership is with someone, and if you duplicate it, we'll have to take a license of that innovation. We have to take the license of that design. We'll have to pay the licensing fee, and then only we can design. You can easily see that this mobile device. Can you see this device on the screen?
No, sir. Not visible.
Now, on my camera, through my camera, not on the screen.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Yes.
20 to 25 bags, you will recollect initially when the mobile devices come, these corners were sharp, rectangular device, sharp corner. Samsung had first product Nokia. Nokia was very bulky device. There was one antenna here. The invention came, their antenna disappeared, but this corner was sharp. Samsung divided come, this corner was sharp. Someone filed a design patent and invented that the corner should be rounded. That someone we don't know. I don't know. I don't remember now. But now you'll find that every manufacturing company is producing the mobile device with rounded corner because it is adaptable to human. It is not hazardous. It is smooth. What does it mean? It's not that everybody can invent on their own. The ownership remains with someone who has invented it first. That someone, other manufacturing company has to pay the royalty to that person, license fee to that person, or they have to take this contract deal for some years so that someone who has develop it will become multi-millionaire. Simple design, industrial design is useful design. Never thought that it would be so useful. The trademark register the logo of the design. Every product, every industry will have their own trademark. So that has to be registered. The copyright is for technical information, copyright for this tagline, copyright for this marketing tagline. So this has to be copyright. What I'm trying to tell you here is geography indication is leave it for timing, but it is something that comes to the geography. For example, grapes are considered for a particular region. Kolhapur chappal is only for Kolhapur region. Assam tea is only from Assam because their raw material is only from that country. Pashmina shawl is only from Kashmir. So the manufacturing industry from Bombay cannot say that Pashmina shawl we have manufactured. They have manufactured it, but they have to take a license from the geography location where that raw material is available. So registration from that location is required. Otherwise, you cannot do it. Kolhapur chappal cannot be manufactured in Kashmir. You can manufacture it, but you require a permission to manufacture. You require a license from Kolhapur region, means from Maharashtra, to develop it there because that is called geographic indication. So this is not for us, but I just want to tell you that you take any example of product, there are multiple IPR involved. It's not that you register patent and start filing the converting to product. Product may involve multiple patents. Product may involve multiple designs. Product may involve trademark is trademark of your company. The copyright is copyright of your company. But this may involve multiple patents. Patents of your own or patents of filed by anyone. That means you develop one patent does not mean that you can start making a product. Your multiple patents can be required to make a product, or your patent and your patent filed by other people may require to form a patent product. So when you make a patent, you create intellectual property with your ownership. It does not mean that the product developed from that patent remains with you. There may be, for example, this product. I've shown you a mobile device. Somebody developed, the company developed the technology. The ownership remains with that technology. So the product is developed with reference to that technology. But when you make a product, the corners are rounded. When you say corners are rounded, that ownership with someone else. So every product involves multiple IPRs. Let's take this example. In this example, there's the technology, food technology, chemical is involved, chemistry is involved. There are so many ingredients added. There is a technology involved, so there is a patent registration is required. Multiple patents. But you develop one patent, you can file the patent. From one single patent to one single product is impossible. This company logo, has to be trademarked. This information that is written here from marketing point of view has to be copyrighted. And the shape of this product has to be under industrial design has to be registered. You must have ownership of all these parameters when you make a product, or you should have at least license of this developed technology to use to make use of that intellectual properties. Of course, this product has design, patent, outer shape, trademark for logo, copyright for software, ringtones, and images that is displayed here that comes under copyright, patents for technology to operate, and trade secret technical know. Trade secret is required to be signed from all the employees and associated partners working on this product because they should not take it to outside the market disclosing to others. So that non-disclosure agreement has to be signed with the employee. Normally, every owner of the industry will take it signed from the employee so that they will not take. We should also do this whenever we get a research funding projects. We should sign a disclosure agreement with all the students working with us, all the other associated partners working with us. Non-disclosure agreement so that they cannot publish. I've seen many times in my college when the student do internship, they sign this agreement with their employer, and when they come to the presentation, they say that we cannot disclose this technology because we have signed the NDA. We agree and accept that because that is the ethical practices. Protection of IP, intellectual property, lots of plus and minus. So why we should file the patent? There are many good advantages and good learning experience in filing the patent. First, most importantly, we protect our creation or invention. But when you have to protect it by filing the patent, first we need to see what is already existing. So we need to study, we need to do patent prior art, we need to search on Google patent, search on Indian patent database, we need to search wherever it is possible on the network, different databases, and we need to find out what is the existing invention as of now. And it is worth filing patent or not. You can file anything, but does not mean that it will get published everything. It does not mean that it will get granted. Your money will get wasted, time will get wasted, energy will get wasted. And finally, your outcome will be nil. So my suggestion to you is do prior art search, do extensive search, do review of available literature, make a regular form, find out what is done, what is missing. Anything that is missing is a choice food for invention. That things can be patented. So when we do that, who has patented it, we actually study our competitor. And then when you study our competitor, when we see the patent that is filed, we so many things that what others have done, and then we actually create something new. We create our brand value because that is something new. And when you do that, we actually dominate the market because we are the one who has developed something which is not done by others. We create brand value. We create ownership of that invention. We dominate the market. We develop. It's also possible that if somebody has already patented it and it closely matches to our invention, to your idea, then we get a lot of food to how to modify it. For example, this was somebody's development and the company got this idea to develop something like this. So this is invention with someone, modified invention is their own, and this is new invention. We also contribute to the science industry in a sense. Once you develop this, somebody will get idea to develop something different. And that is our contribution to development in science and industry. We get encouragement to develop creative, we get recognition in the market, and if it is commercialized, we get lots of money. There are agents who convert this research to product. There are agents who convert this product to or in research to patent. There are people in the market who convert this patent to commercial technology. They help us for technology commercialization. They help us for licensing to others. They help us to technology transfer, entire transfer. They also take 20% shares, and such people are working in the field. And they are domain specific. You need to find out who are best in this field. But that's a win-win situation for everyone when you do it. If you don't want to do startup, this is the option available. This is also prestigious. This is also good enough. Frankly speaking, I'm not successful in doing this, but I'm seriously working for this. Who can convert our invention to commercialization by technology transfer, not by startup creation. Startup creation is one of the method. Second is technology. So this CCG tracker is the patent that they have filed in 2018. This invention, I like to share this invention with everyone. The great inventor of USA, he has developed this. When you see this, we like to see this. And we remember, although we are not the time of that era, but we still like to see this product and we feel like this. Sorry, antique pace to see this. Who is that inventor? Thomas Alva Edison was an American inventor and businessman who has been described as America's greatest inventor. He created with developing many devices in the field of electric power generation, mass communication, sound recording. This is for sound recording and playing, motion pictures, etc. Thomas Edison was an inventor who invented 1093 unique patents in United States. He published the same patent, not all, but few of them in other countries. Some of the patents published in more than 2 countries. So the total publication were 2,332 to his credit. 1093 only in United States. If you are publishing 2 patents in one country, cannot be duplicated. That means he filed 1093 unique patents only in United States. If the patent is published in USA and someone sitting in India, if he copies it and convert this into commercial venture and product and start making money, the inventor sitting in USA cannot take any action if that patent is not published in Indian office. Indian law does not allow outsider to take action against you. So many inventor, USA, UK, Australia, when they file the patent, they see the potential of that product in other countries and that every country they publish it. They file the patent, including India and China. Most of the inventor company, they file it in India and China because they want Indian inventor and Chinese inventor to stop prohibit to do the same invention, to file the same invention. Because if the patent is published in USA, you cannot publish in India, that is for sure. But you can duplicate it, convert it into product and start selling it. The inventor in USA cannot take any action to you because that patent is not published in India. I'm telling you the example that everybody knows. Uber was invented first. Ola came after that. Uber has filed 135 patents in USA. Uber has not filed single patent in India. Ola got inspired from Uber. Ola developed the similar product differently. We don't know what different process they use, but as far as user is concerned, there are nothing different. Initially, in Uber, there is no OTP required. OTP was required only in Ola. Nowadays, Uber also requires OTP for authentication of the person who has booked the vehicle. Ola could duplicate this because Uber has not filed the patent in India. So, to sue the person in law, court of law, the patent has to be filed. It should come in the jurisdiction of that particular law in that country. So, patent has to be filed in that particular country. What does it mean? Does that mean that we should file the patent in each and every country? Not definitely true. But we have to see which country has the potential to duplicate it, or which has a better market for that product. That country, we should definitely file the patent. So, when we talk about incubation is someone who wants to become an entrepreneur. Who is the entrepreneur? The one who is the owner of that company is an entrepreneur. Who is actually doing the business is an entrepreneur. Who want to convert this, who can do the trading. Even trader is also an entrepreneur. You need not have your own idea. You can buy at one place and sell at another place. He's also an entrepreneur. All shop owners are traders. They're also entrepreneurs. When you support it by technology, when you add some value addition to this, you claim that it is your invention, you become entrepreneur with the support of technology. And technology ventures is not only trading. Trading is a very important concept for every businessman. Trading is required. If there is no trading, there is no business. If there is no business, that companies, the existence of the company is doubtful. We don't know how long that company will exist. So trading is required. What about revenue generation? Is it revenue generation is the essential parameter nowadays? Not at all. Even if you're not generating revenue, you can be an entrepreneur and you can have your own company. Example, it's there are many examples, but Zomato, I don't know whether they charge it nowadays or not. There are many online ventures, they never charge. They provide a free service. I'll give one example which I've seen. One of the company, they develop one online app for the school children who are studying the mathematics subject. And when they come across the difficulty, they have to take an image of that particular problem through their camera, send that image to the portal, online portal, app that is developed. That app will read that image, extract the content from that image using natural language processing. Using artificial intelligence, will understand that content. Using machine learning, will categorize that problem into different small problems. Using artificial intelligence and deep learning, will create the solution, and the solution will be available on the screen to the user in few seconds of time. Technology is involved at every stage. Now, when students are given this facility, students are not actually earning money. So students, the company that was Scholar, developed by IIT Roorkee and I am Ahmedabad alumni, these three students developed this app. They started becoming popular. In a span of 3 years, they got 10 lakh students actually using this. There are 10 lakh users, 1 lakh active users, and considering the past users, there were 10 lakh users. They got fund, they raised the fund, first round of funding, that is 2.5 crores of rupees. 2.5 crores vanish in 2 years of time. They have to pay the salary, their size of the company, people on payroll, there are 40. Finally, they decided to go for second round of funding. They somehow they could not get second round of funding. And then there were shortage of fund. And then they reduced this number of employees because the app was ready and they decided not to enhance it. They'll continue with that till they get funding. Finally, the company employment size reduced to 10, and the time came that they had to close their business. No, sorry, they started working from home, but after that they had to close the business because they did not have money and they were not charging any single rupee from the customer. So the revenue part was zero, but the valuation of the company was very high because the size of the customer was very large. Finally, with great efforts and through agent, they sold their company to another company. Baiju acquired this company for good deal. Baiju paid 20 crores of rupees and they acquired this company. The company which was closed. The company had zero revenue. The company founders were so talented and their income was zero. Finally, they got 20 crores of rupees through technology transfer deal with Baiju. And now the entire staff is working with Baiju company. And today Baiju is in difficult situation. Baiju has way of 1,000 company employees, and Baiju is in trouble now. So that phase comes in life. But what I'm trying to tell you here is the entrepreneur is one who actually does something for someone, not in the revenue point of view, but to give the services to someone. The myth about entrepreneurship is that only those who are born in that family can do this. Totally wrong. I'll give n number of examples where the people were not born in business minded, or their parents were not doing business, but they started on their own and now they are doing business. PhonePe is another example. The founder of the PhonePe was a computer engineering student from Sardar Patel College of Engineering, United Wing. They graduated from SPC College in 99 and they went to USA, studied in Purdue University, two students, Rahul Chari and Samir Nigam. After that, they work in Cisco company for 10 years. After that, they came back to India. Zero family background in business. No relative was working in business. Zero knowledge of business. They are not done MBA. They have strong technological background. Finally, they joined one more person who was a business minded from USA. I don't know his name. But Samir Nigam and Rahul Chari from SPC College, computer branch, passed out in 99. They came to India and they started their first venture in SPC College, SPIT College, in our campus. After working for 2 years without drawing salary, just paying the salary to the employee, and without any customer, without any venture, without any funding round, they sustained for 2 years. After that 2 years, they did not get any client and the business failed. After that, the company was acquired by Flipkart. Flipkart paid an entire huge amount of money, and the entire team was working with Flipkart. But the Flipkart put the condition that they'll have to work for their company for 3 years. They work in Flipkart company for 3 years. The failed business joined Flipkart, work for 3 years, but this intelligent mind didn't sleep idly. They understood the business of Flipkart and they realized that Flipkart has a unique selling point. We call it USP. The Flipkart has a USP that Flipkart was giving cash on delivery model. Cash on delivery was not existing earlier with Amazon.com. So cash on delivery became very popular in Indian market and Asian market because nobody was allowing to buy the product without pay. All e-commerce business was inspired by, and suddenly in a short time, Bansal brother came up with this Flipkart and became popular. But cash on delivery model, although it was popular, although it was very good model in Indian market, was a headache for Flipkart because collecting cash from every corner of the city and that in big city from long distances, maintaining this cash, carrying the cash from one location to another location was a headache. All e-commerce business was inspired by, and suddenly in a short time, Bansal brother came up with this Flipkart and became popular. But cash on delivery model, although sorry? Cash on delivery model? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Yes, sir, you are
You can continue.
I think
Please continue.
I didn't understand what you wanted to say.
Sir, there was some disturbance actually. You can continue.
Okay. Cash on delivery was one of the reasons. There are many other reasons why they were successful, but cash on delivery, that's something that we know it and we understand it and we were experiencing it and we are enjoying that. And what is the next phase in cash on delivery? Now, after that, they went on beyond that, that even if you paid the charges by seeing the product, you can use it product for 1 week. And if you don't like it, you can return it back. That was a very, very encouraging for other e-commerce business because that is what they started. So Rahul Chari and Samir Nigam, they were working in that company. After 3 years of contract deal was over, they developed the app so that the user can pay money using online portal. And that is, the product was PhonePe. I'm repeatedly telling, PhonePe was not a unique product they developed because by that time, Paytm was already existing. But PhonePe was developed for Flipkart business. Flipkart gave them $500 million to make this popular, but they used different algorithm, different technology, different methodology, and therefore they could file the patent. PhonePe became so popular with the support from Flipkart. So Flipkart offered $500 million just to make it popular. Because when they make it popular, business become easy. Ease of business happen. Now, PhonePe has become a billionaire business. They are raising their fund for $5 billion. I don't know what will happen. They are a unicorn company now. They shifted their office from Bangalore. They're in Bangalore also, but they are running it from Singapore and they are trying to go to the worldwide. So the small story, the pain point they understood from the customer, the business to business model. First they decided for Flipkart. Now it is useful for everyone. So if you understand the pain point of the customer, pain point of the user, you can hit it. Of course, this is not possible every time, but this is the challenge. This is the encouragement for everyone who want to enter into. So what is startup venture? Startup is the way to translate invention into commercial goods. Startup. Why this word has become buzzword? This has become buzzword in the Indian and as well as in industry worldwide. Why? What is startup? You have idea. Anybody has idea, but don't have the complete knowledge of business. Don't have infrastructure available. Don't have proper technology mentor, or technology mentor is available. Even if it is not able, you have sufficient knowledge to develop the product, but you don't know the market's size. You don't know where to sell the product, how to do the digital marketing, how to reach out to the customer. You have less knowledge about or less funding cap, how to manufacture the multiple, how to compete the market, because it is also possible that somebody can duplicate it by different way, different technology, how to go ahead over this. All this strategy planning is not available in place. What is available is the technology. What is available is the prototype system. Worst to worst, the best to base is product, not worst. The best to base is product is available. But there are so many other things are also required to convert this invention to successful business proposition. And that is what is required. So startup is a baby. Startup is a baby in the field. But this baby to become this baby self-sufficient, to run it by competing with others, you require so many supporting, self-supporting things. And that supporting requires at one place. First, most important is mentor. Second important is, first important is the infrastructure available, office space, and a place where we can actually start the business, mentor for business, proper guidance, digital marketing consultant, and most importantly, the funding. So all these things are available at one place, and that is called incubation center. But to convert it to startup, these are the three steps. How to build this startup? We get an idea. Idea is evaluated by the group of students and a faculty mentor. Then we do the lot of evaluation, opportunity evaluation, feasibility study, highlight what is the scope of this, what invention that will incorporate, and then we come with the develop the prototype. And in some cases, product, commercial product, marketable product. Once this is over, I say that only idea is only on paper. Prototype means actually implementation. And product is it's a finished product. This is the different stages in the project development. Project complete up to prototype is also good enough. Everything cannot be converted to product immediately with the available resources. We require industry experts, we require industry infrastructure to convert to the product. Then we need to do some business model. Business model includes so many things. I'll just explain you one by one. This we are aware about it, I'll just skip this. Business model includes marketing model. What are the strategy in making this publicity of your product? Financial model. How many people will be required? What will be their monthly outgoing expenses? Electricity charges, internet charges, traveling charges, their salary, their bonus, their additional things. So this financial model has to be created. Operational model, day-to-day basis, what will be the required things. Financial also includes manufacturing cost, product development cost, taxation part, your commission that you need to pay to your vendors because you need to join hand with others by commissional basis. All these things has to be converted to financial. Optimum HR, who will be the hierarchy of your operation, office setup, everything operation, their salary component, everything. Investment model, whether you are looking for investment, if you are looking for investment, how much stake will give, what will be your modes of operation, all this with the investor. This has to be decided. Definitely, we also need to decide cost of this product, how much profit we should charge, we should increase it year on year basis. This, what will be the share to the investor? All these things we need to discuss the business model before we launch our product. IPR creation is understood earlier, we have discussed. That comes in the technology side. So before we bring this product to the market, we need to decide about IPR creation. Now, startup registration. We need to decide the promoters, who will be the promoter, how much paid up capital is required to start a company, who will be the shareholders. You can have additional shareholders, they may not be the promoter, but they'll be the additional shareholders. Every director need not be promoter, every director need not be shareholder, directors can be employed also, promoters can be directors. Every director require identification number, that identification number has to be taken from Government of India. You need to define the name of your company. You cannot have any name. You cannot have the name of company which is already existing, or which is already registered like Reliance, Tata, cannot be the same. You need to do the registration of your company with memorandum of association. You need to decide object of your company. What are you going to do? You cannot register any name by any name and do any business. It has to be linked. It has to be filed, registered in the government office. You need to do branding of your company by website design, hosting. If there is no business on the internet, that business is not a business. Who has said this? Great American inventor has said this. Business has to be on the internet. You need to make a proper logo design. The logo has to be trademark. Brochure design, that has to be copyrighted. Website design has to be copyrighted. The images on the website should not be taken it from anybody's website. That has to be copyrighted. And all these things required to register a startup and making a branding. So these things are startup related. I just want to share with you that Incubation Center is a project of Government of India. And as of today, more than 500 startups incubation centers are existing in India, and they are many of them, more than 300 to 400, are supported by Government of India financially. There are many private incubation centers as well. Now, as I told you earlier, to start your business, we call it startup. All of a sudden, you have very good idea. You have idea implemented, opportunity evaluation completed, feasibility study completed, prototype is existing, and you feel that you can do the business. You have drive in your mind. With that drive in mind, you want to go ahead with the startup. But to start a business, you require finance. You require infrastructure, office setup. You require mentors. You require business plan. You require lot many things. Who will provide this? This is provided by incubators. So it's a program designed to support successful development of startups by providing business resources. Every incubation center has 3 stages: pre-incubation, incubation, and post-incubation. Pre-incubation is the stage where the incubation centers provides you space, mentoring, all sort of knowledge, even though your company is not registered, even though your finished product is not ready, even though you only have idea to start with. Incubation is the phase where your company is registered, your product is ready to go to the market, your business model is ready, your plan is existing. You may or may not have sufficient fund to manufacture, but you have required fund to pay the salary at least for one. This is the incubation phase. And post-incubation is not physically incubated, not associated with the incubation center physically, but they are connected from external world. Incubation supports for company registration, company formation, technology supports and prototype development, and to prepare a business model, business plan, even though it is not ready. So this is the actual space where you can get all kind of supports to convert your idea from mind to market. You need to define marketing strategies. So in pre-incubation, you have define marketing strategy. How to go ahead, where to advertise it, who will be the potential customer, what age group will be there, whether it will be industry or direct customer. If it is direct customer, what age of people? For example, mobile. Mobile is used for any age people, but maximum people is a young mind up to age of 50. They are using maximum features. After 50, the number of features used by the customer reduces. But all manufacturing industry are not manufacturing age-wise product. They are manufacturing same product for all kind of ages. So whenever you talk about a mobile, it is for all ages. But if you take any design, for example, greeting cards, these are used basically for birthday wishes. So young people use this in large scale. So there are some product, for example, shoes. Shoes varies from age group to age group. So whenever we talk about the technology product, of course, even business to business model, we need to decide what should be the strategy, how to reach it to the market. So that the entire marketing strategy has to be when you go to the incubation phase, it is already ready. When it is in pre-incubation, you need to decide it. You need to decide a branding strategy, how to make a website impressive. What should be your logo? What should be the logo company name? It should not be repetitive. It should not be changed every year. What is the value addition? How to hit that idea? When you decide the tagline, that is very important. So all these things under branding strategy, there are so many consultants. They take the charges for each part and they make the things available. They support us. So how to connect them? Who are those people? How will you come to know this? So in pre-incubation, incubation center supports it. Website design, there are so many website designer, but the website designer has to understand what is your philosophy, What is your branding strategy? What is your idea? And you should sync with that. So your project, your content, your promotion, your testing, maintenance part, all these parameters has to be decided in the website design strategy. Strategy planning is very, very important for running the business successfully. 90% business fail because they don't make strategy. They are brave at the start. What is incubation supports? If you go to the incubation support, incubation center, mostly all incubation centers, they provide infrastructure, provide mentoring as well as training. On different topic, the training programs are organized. Prototype designing. There are many industry consultants, they help us to design or they mentor for prototype design. Exposure to conferences, filing IPR, patent designing, financial accounting. Many people they lack for GST calculation, TDS filing. They are maintaining their deadlines. So incubation center, finance team provide this knowledge. Networking with external world. I just want to share with you that my experience. One of the startup in our college, incubation center, I just got to know, I got a call from Delhi that there's a fund lying in the one of the department, and that was the month of February or March. The year end was coming, the fund was not utilized. Last quarter was it was the last quarter, and they wanted to utilize that fund. They want to distribute the fund to the existing startup. So they just contacted me because I'm associated with the incubation center in Sardar Patel Bharti Vidya Bhavan Sandheri campus, Sardar Patel Technology Business Incubator. So they contacted me. They said, do you have any, can you recommend one startup who is looking for funding and they are in the particular domain? Immediately, I contacted the startup founder from our company, from our incubation center. They connected it, and in short period of time, they got 30 lakhs of funding. This happened because of networking, one-to-one, point-to-point networking. So it is better that you have to enter into the field to understand this ecosystem and help each other. Workshops are conducted on regular basis at every incubation center. Most of the incubation centers are started in academic campus, Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Sardar Patel Institute of Technology, SP Jain Management and Research, Bhavan's campus. This everything Bhavan's College, they all are in one campus and they are running one common incubation center. Everybody's knowledge sharing and content is different. SPC is in different domain. SPID is working, giving the knowledge in different domain. SPJ in management and sales and different domain. Bhavan's College in science and background and branding. So when these talents are available on campus, incubation center startup company get these interns from different colleges in easily available for longer run, and the students are very young mind, young people. They show a lot of interest. Talent support is a very, very successful model in every incubation centers. And when everything is available, then what is the problem with startups? Why the startups fail? When they are all facilities are available in incubation center with the financial support from government of India, the reason is that most of them they don't make strategy. Second, they don't bother about the early client. So early client acquisition is something which is very important. Connecting them to the industry is very, very important. And above all, what is important is funding. Government gives lots of funding support to the incubation centers to give it to the startups. There are so many funding schemes. Seed funding, initial funding, no commercial investor will invest. They will invest only when the company is actually moving. They invest only when the cash flow is started, when business has started. But seed funding is something which is provided at the early stage. There are so many schemes. The scheme for hardware startups. Hardware in the sense mechanical, electrical, electronics, agriculture field, or any related to this hardware which has physical existence. Computer technology, hardware, you design any computer-based system. So these are hardware startup. Hardware startup, one scheme. Software, another scheme. Fintech also there. Biotechnology also not there. All these are different domain, different government schemes are there. In this year, Indian government has reserved 1,000 crores rupees just to give it to the startups. Every incubation center has at least one scheme active. Startup India Seed Fund gives up to 50 lakhs. Nidhi Prayas gives up to 10 lakhs. Nidhi Triple S gives up to 25 lakhs. There are so many. CSR funding is also available. They are also giving the funding. So these fundings are available. Some fundings are debt funding. Debt fundings are borrowed funds that entrepreneurs must repay with some interest calculated, agreed, mutually agreed interest per components. For example, we give debt funding at the rate of 5.5% per annum. Equity financing. Equity means taking the shares in the company. SPTBI at a Bhavan's campus gives equity up to 9%, not more than 9%, with some investment in that company. We are given funding up to 50 lakh rupees to many companies, and in the initial stage with the support from government of India. Every sentence is completed with support from government of India. VCs are private business groups. They are groups of individuals or groups of companies, domains specific. They are huge amount of funding, 100 crores, 400 crores, 500 crores, 1000 crores. They collect this fund from different investors and they invest it and they finally they share. VC, we call it in short VC. VCs invest only when the business has started. They never invest in the angel investors are the wealthy investors who are individual. They invest in the company and with the intention to make good money in their life. These are government schemes. They give funding for patent filing, funding for technology licensing, funding for technology development, funding for prototype development, funding from manufacturing, funding from running successful business. Many schemes are there. So the overview of this process is you have to have idea. Prototype should be ready. If prototype is not ready and if it is hardware product, then you can try for Nidhi Prayas funding. With that fund, you should get some prototype ready. Then you have to convert this into product. Then you have to apply, then you have to apply for seed funding to convert this into product. Marketable. Marketable product is not yet ready. Seed funding is available to convert this project to product. Prototype to product. And to convert this into project to prototype, you get Nidhi Prayas fund. Seed funding is AAA Startup India Seed Fund. You have to pitch this idea to the mentor, to the panel of experts. Then seed funding is given. Then you have to go to the business proposal. You have to pitch your idea. Then you'll get first round of funding, second round of funding, multiple rounds of funding, and finally you have to keep on diluting your share in the company. You have to keep on giving to the others, and your business grows. This is not a joke. We have seen 2-3 business without having money in their hand, only with the idea in mind, and that too the existing idea. I give the example of PhonePe. I not given, but there is another example called Work India. Work India is a company started by student in 2015, and they were there in the incubation center for 3 years. Now they are in Bangalore, and there are 600 people on payroll. The valuation of the company is more than 500 crores, and they were able to pay the salary to including time also because it's a software company and the all employees were working from home and company was doing without having money in their hand, they grown up. And there are many more examples like that. There's something that stops people, young minds, entrepreneurs. Everything is available. So with the support from government of India, though there are obstacles, obvious things will never come easily. You have to overcome. So this is Ritesh Agrawal's story is known to everyone. He started OYO business at the age of 70 now. Everybody knows he has become multimillionaire. When he started, he was just 17 years old. He's doing very well. PhonePe, as I told you, they are doing very well. They started in 2016. So it's a time for action for everyone. We always try to remain in protected mode. In a protected mode in the academic environment, we are happy with our life. We are happy to train the students, but our student has to go ahead and take a step, a bigger step. They have to come out of this protected mode. When they come out of the protected mode, they have to face the challenges, and we have to support them at every stage. Every successful person has painful story. Nothing has come easily. Everybody knows this. The only thing is that at every stage we have support system ready. Every painful story has a successful ending. We need to train them to accept the pain and get ready for success. Everybody knows that this is a corporate lesson. Many of you must be aware about it. I want to repeat it here. A crow was sitting on a tree doing nothing all day. A small rabbit saw the crow and asked him, "Can I also sit like you and do nothing all the day long?" Crow answered, sure, why not? Crow was sitting on the tree. Rabbit came with permission. He also sat there and relaxed. Rabbit sat on the ground below the crow and rested. All of a sudden, a fox appeared. Jump on the rabbit and ate. And story over. The moral of the story is, we're sitting and doing nothing. We must be sitting at very, very high up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you,
Sir.
Dr. Kiran Talele.
Yes, sir.
Excellent.
I was doing
Excellent
little
session delivered by you with so many examples, so many case studies, your own journey, your own students.
Sir, our students.
Yes, yes.
What
Our
exactly from your
students.
college, our college, SPC
Yes,
college.
yes,
Same
yes.
thing.
So nice of you. So I request Dr. Shrikant to take the things ahead. This is the time for the photograph for all. So I request all the respected participants to switch on the photograph. And then I request, yeah. Any question answers? The
All session
participants?
very nice, sir.
I was going
Excellent.
a little bit fast because I wanted to cover everything in short time.
Yeah.
Sir, all sessions were very nice, sir.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Ramji Mishra from Government Polytechnic College, Raghokad, Guna, MP.
Thank you so
Yes,
much for joining, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
We will have the group photograph now. So that is an important activity for as an important dimension for the success of the entire FDP. I request all of you to switch on your video.
Sir, please also share, sir, all the PPTs in email IDs also, sir.
Yes, sir. We will have all the PowerPoint presentations, including mine.
Sorry for
send my PowerPoint presentation also.
सर सॉरी फॉर डिस्टर्बिंग सर शैलेंद्र फ्रॉम रांची सर का सेशन एक बार और रिपीट होना चाहिए सर अगले एफडीपी में सर
Yes.
नाइस सेशन सर
Excellent. Sir, we are also the student of Dr. Kiran Talele. I am proud to be the student of Dr. Kiran Talele.
We all are students, sir.
He
Sir,
taught
the
me
good
many
teacher
things.
should be good learner also. Sir, the good teacher should be also good learner.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sir, please visit our incubation center at Andheri campus, Bhavan's Andheri campus.
Yeah, sir. Sure, sir.
And your college students can also apply for funding on SPDBI website. You can apply it. Project funding is also given by SPDBI.
Yeah.
Sir, I am in diploma level institute, so it will be, sir, very hard, but I will try my best.
Yeah. I request all of you to please switch on your camera. Your presence is very, very important for all of us. And Dr. Shrikant, you please scroll so that you will take the multiple photographs so that everybody's presence can be captured.
Okay, sir.
Dr. Shrikant?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Scroll it so that you will get...
Sir, this session feedback link, please. And sir, wonderful
Yes.
session. We enjoyed all session a lot. We have learned a lot, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Sir, this is the service to the nation. We are not charging any single rupee for anything. Okay?
That's
Yes,
why,
right,
sir,
right,
people-
Service to the
people
nation.
sometimes
And
don't-
this is my 25th
sometimes-
program. 25th program offered to the nation. 100% free of charge.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Because such particular people have committed their time for learners. It is great. Great, sir.
So that is
Sir,
your
this is
best-
Mrityunjay. Sir, this is Mrityunjay from Sandeep University, Nasik.
Thank
Sir, am I
you.
audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are
sir.
audible.
Sir, really, the way you all have delivered the topic now, you have really installed each and everything in very calm and soothe manner in my persona, sir. Really.
Thank
Today,
you.
till now, I haven't taken my teeth brushed right now, and I am just listening since very beginning to till now, sir. So I just cannot express my gratitude in words towards all the prominent speakers. Really, it is simply outstanding, sir. The standing ovation to all the speakers and the team also. Thank you very much, sir.
Very
Thank
nice,
you.
sir. Very nice.
Thanks to all of you.
Yeah, myself Shantilal. So the lectures and all the things what was presented was excellent, and the material was indeed very helpful to us and very nice. It was presented in a very nice manner, and the timings were also quite flexible enough. In the morning, one slot; in the second half, another slot. So we could attend most of the sessions. Thanks a lot for the beautiful sessions. Thank you.
Thank you. Dr. Shrikant, have you taken the photographs?
Wait, sir. Please,
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Try to cover
Yes, sir.
all of them. Everybody's presence is important for us.
Yes, sir. We take, sir.
Try to cover all of them, Dr. Shrikant.
Yes, sir.
Each participant is important for us. Dr. Dinesh, you please cover all the participants also.
Yes, sir.
And by the time these people will be covering, you can share your views, your opinion, your experiences regarding the FDP. So that will be more interactive activity. Yeah.
Good.
Hello,
Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. I'm Professor S.S. Vasekar from Sinhagad Academy of Engineering, Pune. So it's all the sessions which we have learned a lot of things. As well as a PhD scholar, I am also got today. I have asked one question. We clearly identified the gaps which are there for all. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, one and all. And every speaker has delivered such a wonderful and such a knowledgeable things for the new direction. And really, thank you to team to arranging such a workshop. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks to all of you. Yeah.
Sir, may I audible, sir?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir. Audible.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Dr. Dobe from PS College of Engineering, Aurangabad. All the sessions were very nice, definitely. Everyone has accepted it. Now, what I feel is that we wish to attach with the SP College for submitting the project proposals to the government as well as for other authorities. Will it be possible to get any guidance from you, sir?
You are welcome. Our Dr. Kiran Talele and myself, both of us will be giving you the complete helping hand. We have the incubation center. You can submit your proposal. The proposal will be appropriately scrutinized. Appropriate help and guidance will be provided by Dr. Kiran Talele, sir. And then when the proposal will be qualified, then the appropriate funding will be given. And he has already offered multiple funding to multiple startups.
Definitely, sir. I will personally come to your institute and then we will discuss more, sir.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I am Dr. R.G. Deswade from Rajaram Institute of Technology, Islampur, sir.
Yes, sir.
I am associate professor in the mechanical engineering department. Sir, excellent sessions delivered in this FDP. Also, this how to write the research paper and all the parts. Sir, excellently conducted today. Also, this and all the sessions were very nicely conducted by this in this session workshop, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Sir? Hello, sir. Hi. Hello, sir. This is Sandeep Talwal from IIMT University, Uttar Pradesh.
Yeah.
Actually, I am a PhD scholar student. It's helpful for us or many more. And I have attend all the sessions of the FDP, and it's very knowledgeable. Thank you, sir. And again, please, it's in future. You will be arranged again, sir. And it's because of it's a free FDP. More of people have joined to suggest this FDP, and very helpful for us, our PhD scholars, sir. And I have submitted a patent of her in MSME, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks to all of you.
Sir, may I
Yes,
share some views?
Yeah. Yeah.
BK Gupta from BDA College.
Yes.
Yes, yes, madam. You can talk.
I attended all the
Sir, my voice is audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible, madam.
Sir, good afternoon, everyone. Actually, I am Deepa Dharmadikari from Maharashtra Institute of Technology, Aurangabad.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, madam. Please go ahead. You can go ahead, madam.
Sir, actually, other voice.
I think that is a background noise.
Okay, so should I continue?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody is on that.
Okay, sir.
Another one. No?
He is talking on
Hello,
a phone. He is talking on a phone.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
BK Gupta, sir, from BDA Class P3, Jharkhand, sir.
Yeah.
I attended all the selections, sessions, sir, no? And particularly the last one, the market significance and corporate lessons and opportunity evaluation, everything, it was very, very good and knowledgeable, sir, no? And I liked a few of the lessons because the patent is also very essential. No? I'm also the college head now, sir. So I am spreading the entire information, all the relevant information to our colleagues and our fellows, sir. Thank you, sir, for the nice arrangement, sir.
Thanks to you, sir.
So thank you so much.
Mr. Atul Sonavane, would you like to say something?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sir, I am from Vellore Institute of Technology. I am an assistant professor, sir. So,
welcome, sir.
Actually, sir, what happened is like during my PhD, like paper writing and all, my guide and me combinedly we used to do. So later,
yes,
when I joined here, I have to guide the students. So till now, I didn't got this type of platform, sir. So where I can take the things and I can utilize for my students. So that things I got from this FDP, sir. Thank you, sir, once again.
Team and all speakers for this wonderful.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. We'll be happy to get associated.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. While taking PhD students, again, you have to adhere with the institution norms, your university norms, and then particularly follow the procedural requirements. All these things are important.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Shrikant, I think we have already taken the photographs. Now we can go for the valedictory function. So I request you to kindly go step by step.
Okay, thank you, sir. Organizing team is ready?
Yes.
Vaibhavi?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is my immense pleasure to welcome you all for this valedictory function of 1 week national level faculty development program on innovation, research and IPR journey towards excellence, which organized by SPC and Sant Gadge Baba College of Engineering and Technology in collaboration with Institution Innovation Council, III Mumbai chapter, Federation of Education Leaders and Administrator, SA India Western section under IQAC. I would like to thank our speaker of this FDP, Dr. Kiran Talele, sir, Dean, Student Affairs, SPIT Mumbai, for giving us a brilliant guidance on innovation and incubation and the respective theories and the best practices. I would also like to thank the principal coordinator of this FDP, Dr. Santosh Rani, sir, faculty and former Dean Academics, SPC Mumbai, and Chairman III Mumbai chapter. I would also like to thank Dr. Dinesh Patil, sir, Head of Computer Science Engineering Department of Sant Gadge Baba College of Engineering and Technology. I would also like to thank Dr. Shrikant Chaudhary, sir, TPO and Assistant Professor of Sant Gadge Baba College of Engineering and Technology. Respective organizing team, Dr. Kiran Boye, sir, Dr. Girish Kulkarni, sir, Ms. Supriya Rai, ma'am, Mr. Sagar Murukar, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Kiran Boye, sir, to kindly speak a few words.
Vaibhavi, please check where Kiran Boye sir is joined or not.
I think he couldn't join, so you can go ahead.
Okay.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So now I would like to request Ms. Supriya Rai, ma'am, Assistant Director, Federation Education Leader Administrator, to
She's
kindly
also not
share.
there.
Okay. Okay, sir. I would like to request Mr. Ramesh Pasrija, sir, Executive Director in SE India Western Section, to kindly speak a few words.
Vaibhavi, I couldn't find.
Okay. Okay, sir.
So please go ahead.
Okay. I would like to request the Principal, Professor Dr. Rahul Barchibe, Sant Gadke Baba College of Engineering and Technology.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So at last, I would like to request Dr. Santosh Rani, sir, the convener of this FTP, to kindly share his thoughts.
Vaibhavi, already I talked much, so I think I have to curtail my talk. In one single line, I would like to say my sincere thanks to all the participants from the various states of India who have spared their precious time in registering this faculty development program and also attended the sessions in the faculty development program. They have shown their interest and they are committed to their theme. And even on the Sunday, when most of the people across the world, they are taking their rest, their sleep that is necessary in a week, they are attending the program. That is really, really appreciated. I'm really thankful to my organizing team, Dr. Shrikant Chaudhary, Dr. Dinesh Patil, and my organizing team member, Dean R&D, Dr. Kiran Bhore from SPC, then Supriya from FELA, for giving me the necessary support system. I'm really thankful to my student team of Indian Institution of Industrial Engineering Mumbai chapter and SPC student chapter, who really worked very hard in organizing this all the back-end activities for the workshop. Even on Sunday, my students are working and students are there in the institution managing the YouTube live streaming. Everything is being done by the students wholeheartedly. That kind of commitment is really, really appreciated. Our SPC students have received the Best Student Chapter Award based on their commitment towards this. And this is the 25th program offered by the SPC Student Chapter, and it's a mega level program where the key people from the various organizations were invited who has created the footprints in their respective fields. Now, let me give my sincere thanks to the management of SPC, management of Sant Gadke Baba College of Engineering and Technology, similarly management of FELA, management of SA India Western Section, management of Indian Institution of Industrial Engineering for granting us the permission to take this program ahead. With these few words, I would like to hand over the session to Vaibhavi. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. At the end, I would like to thank all the patrons of our FDP, and not last but not the least, to all our participants for being such a wonderful audience, and thankful for sharing your feedback. It was a great pleasure of having this FTP, and wish to continue organizing such programs in future too. Now I would like to request Dr. Shrikant Chaudhary, sir, to kindly give a final vote of thanks and the.
Thank you, Vaibhavi. Thank you is an unseen and untouchable prayer. It can be felt only with heart. I really raise a million of thanks to Dr. Santosh Rane sir, convener, Dr. Dinesh Patil sir, coordinator of this FDP, for arranging such a great and eminent personalities as speakers for this workshop, for providing us the Google Meet platform and bringing SA India Western Section III Mumbai IIC, FELA under one umbrella of this faculty development program. Yes, my dear participants, we got more than 1100 registrations from 21 states of India for this FDP. And this was really a huge number for any workshop. It's really a huge success. Only I read somewhere that there are little gems all around us that can hold glimmer of inspirations. My special gratitude to the gems of this FTV, our eminent expert speakers. I give my sincere gratitude to Dr. Ujwala Girish Haldankar ma'am, former assistant controller of patent office. I give my sincere gratitude to Mr. Surendra Ramurthy sir, Mr. Tapam Brahma sir, Dr. Shikha Rastogi ma'am, Mr. Vikas Asawat sir, Dr. Suman Shrey Singh sir, Dr. G.R. Raghavendra sir, Dr. C.K. Saigal sir, Dr. Kiran Talele sir. I really thank to all eminent expert speakers for being educating us in various aspects of innovation, research, and IPR. Because of our eminent expert speakers, only this FDP shines. Dear friends, any program cannot be complete without a team. Yes, my dear friends, I'm talking about the organizing committee. This committee play a very vital role. I pay my sincere gratitude towards Dr. Kiran Bhode sir, Dean R&D, Associate Professor, Mechanical Department, SPC Mumbai, Dr. Girish Kulkarni sir, IQSC Coordinator, Head ENTC Department, SSGB CVT Bhusawal, Ms. Supriya Rai, Assistant Director FELA, Mr. Ramesh Pasrija sir, Executive Director SAE India Western Section, Mr. Sagar Murgukar, Executive SAE India Western Section. I pay my sincere and heartfelt gratitude to our Honorable Principal, Professor Dr. R.B. Bajive sir, and Honorable Principal of SPC Mumbai, Dr. M.M. Murli sir, for giving permission to organize this FDP. I give my sincere thanks to online platform team, SPC staff, and SSGP CVT staff involved in this FDP. There are few members who were always working behind the screen but never been noticed. I thank to Sadhvi Chaube, Kev Bacha, Ritesh Borse, Vaibhavi, and all the students committee who were knowingly and unknowingly involved in this FDP. Last but not the least, our beloved participant, because of you only, the FDP becomes the great success. I pay my sincere thanks to all the participants for being with us throughout the FDP. I hope I was able to express my gratitude to all the members who were consciously or inadvertently involved in this FDP. And I request all the participants and speakers to fill the feedback form. Now, with the permission of
Dr. Shrikant, just a moment. Dr. Shrikant,
Yes,
Dr. Shrikant, just a moment. From SPC, we have with us Professor Dr. Reshma Raskar, Madam. So I request Dr. Reshma Raskar, Madam, to say a few words about FDP. Dr. Reshma. Hello. Hello, Madam. Hello. Okay. Hello, Madam. Okay, Dr. Shrikant, you please go ahead.
Okay, sir. Now, with the permission of organizing committee, I declared here the FDP is over. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thanks to all of you.
Thank you, sir, and happy Holi to advance, sir. Everybody. Happy Holi to all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
sir.
Happy
Thank you,
Holi,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir. Happy Holi, sir. Happy Holi, sir.
Thank you. Happy Holi, all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Happy Holi, sir. Happy Holi. Thanks to all.
Happy Holi, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Sir, when the certificate?
Thank you very much, sir.
Sir, certificate.
Sir, the feedback link will be shared on the group. And when the feedback link is shared, that when you submit the feedback, then maximum 100 number of certificate will be shared per day as per the limitation of the software. So
Yes, sir.
I think in the 11 days from tomorrow, I think all the certificates will be issued.
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Sir, we
Okay,
missed
thank you,
the
sir.
eighth,
Thank you very much.
eighth
So
feedback.
Yes, yes. We
So we
will
missed
share
the
the
eighth feedback.
Yes, yes. We will give the feedback links to you all. Okay. Thank you.
Eighth feedback, sir.
Yes, madam. Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.